there, Generoses! Welcome back to the YouTube! Ha! In today's video, we're going to be doing a part 2 to the most embarrassing moments that happen in class. Now, we did this video before and you guys loved it, so I thought we'd look at some other horribly embarrassing things that happen in class. As this video goes on, the things get more and more embarrassing. The one at the end would be absolutely horrible to go through. I won't lie. And I'm glad it actually never happened to me. I actually think some of the most embarrassing moments in my life have happened in school, and that's exactly what we're going to be looking at right now. So, before we start, guys, as always, I just want to point this out. There's a massive 71.5% of you not subscribed. That needs to flipping change right now. So if you watch my videos and you enjoy them, then please do subscribe. It's free, it's easy to do, and it really helps me out. Thank you. I love you. Okay, so the first one, this happens to 1 in 1.2 students. Don't know anything when being called up. Getting called up to solve something on the board and you don't know it. I do remember doing that. And to be honest, that would happen too often. Just because I didn't really know how to do anything when I was in school. Because I was thick. No, I wasn't that thick. I was just more average. And I didn't really probably listen. I've struggled to listen in class because I didn't really enjoy what was being taught. Unless it was PE. I like sport. But yeah, if you didn't know it, you just had to literally say, "So I don't know what I'm meant to be doing." And it would just be really embarrassing. This happens to 1 in 1.8 students. Your phone rings. Sometimes a phone rings and you know it's yours, but you don't want to turn it off. You know what? This actually didn't happen to me too often. I'd always have my phone on vibrate, but on the rare occasion that it did happen, I don't know why it is embarrassing. It just is, isn't it? Because it's like everyone's looking at you and you're just like, oh, phone's going. Sorry. But that's it. It's very minor. But don't forget, they get worse. This happens to 1 in 2.4 students. Being caught picking your nose. I was definitely caught victim to this one. I used to do this probably too much. Don't get too embarrassed. Even world stars are caught picking their nose. Oh, well, there you go. World stars, you say. I couldn't have been that weird. 1 in 2.7 students shouting the wrong answer in confidence. After this, your confidence level dropped to 0. Yeah. I didn't really ever do this because I didn't have the confidence in the first place to shout an answer. Yeah, I was the kid just staring out the window going, "A butterfly." But I do remember my friends doing it and it just been really funny because they're like, "No, that is not the right answer." This happens to 1 in 3 students, a growling stomach. When it's really quiet in class and your stomach decides to make the loudest growling noise. Yeah, this would always happen in an exam. I don't know if it was worse because obviously in an exam, everyone's really quiet, so it just sounds like it's 10 times louder. But yeah, that was really annoying and embarrassing. This happens to 1 in 4 students, crying in front of your mates. Yeah, I mean, it can be embarrassing, but at the same time, like, if you're crying, it's probably for a good reason. And if they're really your friends, they hopefully won't take the piss. I don't know, that's a lie. If they're your friends, they probably definitely will take the piss, but then also hopefully make sure you're all right as well afterwards. This happens to 1 in 4.5 students. Somebody knocks you down. Oh no, this becomes more awkward when girls are around. Super awkward when your crush is there. I was never knocked down in school when my crush was standing there. I'd say I was knocked down though. There was a day in school when there was really heavy snow, but for some reason they didn't close our school. Typical. And I threw a snowball with my friend really far and I tried to hit a bully that I didn't like in the head. I managed to actually hit him square in the side of the face and then he sprinted over to me and my friend and then just started kicking us. Just kicking us. And I remember going, no, I'm really sorry. And he knocked my friend down. It's just unlocked a memory. But he did deserve it though. This happens to 1 in 5 students, accidentally going into the wrong bathroom. It's quite obvious which is the right and wrong bathroom, but once you've done it once, you don't do it again because you make sure you remember. Also, if you get caught doing that in public, in like a public toilet, if you accidentally, make that mistake, you go into the girls' toilets. The girls might go, "Oh, get out," obviously, but then you'll be like, "Oh, sorry," and then you're adults, so you understand. But in school, it makes you look like a weirdo because everyone's like, "Oh, Jake's going into the girls' toilets. What a perv!" It's like, oh god, just grow up. Obviously didn't do it on purpose, did I? This happens to 1 in 5.5 students. The pants zipper is open. Good friends are those who warn you about it before people may see it. Nah, I disagree. I think good friends are those that don't tell you. If you've got a friend that's telling you, they're probably not a close friend. A close friend should want to see you embarrassed. No, a close friend wants to take the piss, but doesn't take things too far. This one happens to 1 in 5.8 students can't figure out how to shut the windows. The awkward moment when a teacher asks you to shut the window and you can't figure out how to. Oh my god, yeah, that I'd actually forgotten. I'd forgotten entirely. I do remember that happening. Why are school windows so impossible to close? And why do the teachers ask you to close them? Why can't they do it themselves? They're just like, it's like they just want to try and embarrass you in front of all your classmates. 1 in 6 students have experienced this. Someone pulls your seat. Somebody pulls the seat when you start to sit and then you fall on the floor. This actually, I don't think it's happened to me. I accidentally did this, and I genuinely accidentally did this to a girl as she was sitting down, and I got sent out, and I was so upset because I didn't mean to do it, and I hated getting told off in school. Obviously, all the kids were laughing. Oh my God, at the girl, not at me. And yeah, it was bad. I felt terrible. I think I actually started crying as well after I got sent out because I was like, I didn't mean to. 1 in 7 students have experienced this, making a weird noise while sneezing. I mean, who doesn't make a weird noise while sneezing? The noise I make when I sneeze is different every time. Sometimes it's just really loud, like a dad sneeze, just like, Gah! And other times I go, you have to hold in a sneeze and end up making a weird noise. Oh, okay, this is an interesting one. This has happened to 1 in 8 students, I'm assuming 1 in 8 boys, having an erection. Getting an unexpected boner when you have to get up in front of everyone to write something on the board. It's even more embarrassing if you have an erection when you're a girl as well. Yeah, I do remember having that. I mean, sometimes it would just be uncontrollable. You know, you're going through puberty, you can't control what's going on downstairs. And you know what? I didn't expect to be judged for that. Oh, but boy, was I. Also, sometimes I'd have a trouser boner. And a trouser boner is when it looks like you have an erection, but you don't. It's just because for some reason, the shape of your trousers pokes out. God, that was annoying. 1 in 10 students have experienced this, entering the wrong classroom. Oh my God, yeah. Waltzing into the wrong classroom and recognizing absolutely no one. And you go, oh, and you'd walk into probably a year 7 class and go, oh my God, why are all these students so small? And then you just walk back out and it would be really embarrassing. This happened to 1 in 12 students, soiling your pants. This usually happens when you retain too much and the teacher doesn't let you go to the bathroom. Yeah, well, it's really the teacher's fault then, isn't it? Bloody imagine yourself in school. That would be so bad. 1 in 14 students have experienced this. Your camera flash going off. Oh my God. When you take a photo in the class and the camera flash goes off. Yeah, I mean, that would be embarrassing, especially if you were trying to take not that you should be doing that, but if you were trying to take a photo without anyone seeing. And then the camera flash goes off and everyone looks at you. I do remember that happening. One of the weird kids in my class doing that. It's just so weird. It's like the whole class suddenly turned and looked at him and like, why are you taking a photo of the classroom? So what are you doing? 1 in 16 students have experienced this, falling asleep in class. Falling asleep in class and only being woken up by the sound of people laughing at you and taking pictures of you. Oh my God. I think I only fell asleep in school once, and I must have been in year 2 or year 3. It was embarrassing. I remember the teacher going, wakey, wakey, Jakey. And I'm just looking up and going, oh God, all the kids laughing. You know what it's like? Obviously waking up. But waking up in school is just the worst feeling ever. All the kids look at you going, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? Like, what? I'm tired. Don't forget, guys, as this video goes on, these things get more and more embarrassing. The one at the end is terrible. 1 in 17 students have experienced this, farting by accident. The smells could be much more embarrassing than the sound. Yeah, farting in school, especially when in an exam. That's the worst, isn't it? Fasting in an exam because everyone looks at you. It's 10 times louder. I do remember somebody getting sent out for farting in an exam once. And it's like, I did think that was a bit harsh because it's like, you can't help it. Maybe she thought he'd done it on purpose. 1 in 20 students have experienced this, puking in front of the whole class. Mostly related to eating bad food, but sometimes anxiety-related nausea can make you totally sick to your stomach. Yeah, oh my God, being sick in the front of the whole class, that would be really bad. I don't think I've ever been sick in front of the whole class. I've only experienced it once, like seeing my friend being sick on a bus on a school trip. Other than that, no. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been sick in front of the whole class. 1 in 22 students have experienced this, the teacher picking on you. Interesting. When the teacher picks on you and you realise you've been staring out the window, not listening to a single word. Yep, that sums up my childhood in school. Oh God, yeah, that would happen all the time. 1 in 35 students have experienced this. Your secret crush is revealed. Everyone finding out about your secret crush on your classmate. No, this never actually happened. Everyone has a little secret crush, didn't they, when they were in school? But no, I don't think anyone ever found out mine. Yes! This happened to 1 in 36 students. There is no one to pair up with. Teacher tells everyone to pair up, but you have no friends in that class. That would be awful. I mean, I don't think that really luckily did. Somehow, I managed to find someone in every class. Even if it was the weird kid, I would just find someone. It's better than not having anyone and then it being awkward and everyone sees that you're the only one that hasn't found someone. 1 in 38 students have experienced this. Chewing gum pops over your face. When you're talking to someone and your chewing gum bubble pops all over your face. No, I don't think that's really ever happened to me, and I don't think I've seen that happen, mainly because chewing gum wasn't even allowed in my school. Chewing gum, bubble gum, just wasn't allowed. This has happened to 1 in 42 students. Your crush calls you baby. Your crush calls you baby in front of your teacher and your mates. Why would they call you a baby? Like a baby in a nice sense? Or baby in like, stop being such a baby? No, don't think that ever happened to me, but that would be embarrassing. If my crush said to me, oh, don't be such a baby, I would be like, oh, God. 1 in 43 students have experienced this. Being made fun of about your crush. Being made fun of about your crush on someone in front of the whole class. Again, no, this didn't happen to me, but I imagine that would be really embarrassing. If it's somehow let out that who you had a crush on and everybody found out, and then they start taking the piss out of you because of that. God, kids are horrible, aren't they? That's so bad. Making videos like this, it really reminds me how brutal school was. Like, it's just, kids are horrible. 1 in 57 students have experienced this. Your secret notes are revealed. When your teacher intercepts your secret note you've been passing to your friend and decides to read it aloud as a punishment. Oh, God, that would be horrible. I never really did secret notes. I had a phone, so I could text my friend. I'd do that. But yeah, writing secret notes, that is risky. And to be honest, if you're doing that, then you probably deserve it. 1 in 70 students have experienced this. The drawing on the board looks sexual. When the teacher draws something on the whiteboard and it looks really sexual and everyone starts laughing. Oh my God, yeah. I do remember that happening on a few occasions, or even in like just a sex education class. Just be really funny, wouldn't it? I'd say that's probably more embarrassing for the teacher though. This happened to 1 in 90 students wearing the same shirt. When you came to school and your arch enemy, I think it's meant to say enemy, is wearing the same shirt as you, the person you like the least in school or hate the most is wearing the exact same shirt as you. Well, that would happen all the time because we had something called a school uniform. Everybody would be wearing what I was wearing, and I hated it. But if that happened on non-school uniform day, yeah, it's not ideal, is it? Wearing the same shirt as the person you don't like. Okay, guys, we have made it to the last 2, and don't forget, these are the most embarrassing things to happen in school. And it's happened to 1 in 95 students, this one. Calling the teacher mum. It's awkward when you accidentally call your teacher mum. More awkward is calling the teacher dad. I don't know. What's more awkward, calling the teacher mum or calling the teacher dad? What's probably even worse is calling a female teacher dad. That's not what you want to do, is it? I did that. I remember also calling a male teacher dad. His response was, yes, son. And it was just being really funny, and the whole class laughed. It's just so embarrassing, isn't it? How does that even happen? Okay, guys, and we've finally made it to the last one, and this happens to 1 in 325 students. Apparently. I don't know how. The most embarrassing one, your teacher has a boner. When you realise your teacher has an erection while speaking to the class. Oh my God. I don't think this ever happened to me in school, but I would love to know if that has happened to you guys. Let me know in the comments. Has your teacher ever had a boner? Maybe it's a trouser boner. Could be a trouser boner. Let me know in the comments if that's ever happened. I am kind of worried for you. I'm not going to lie, guys. I suppose it's more embarrassing for the teacher. Let's be honest. It's more embarrassing for the teacher than it is for the student. But it is also still embarrassing for the student because they're like, why have you got an erection while speaking to children? Okay, right. We have made it to the end of the video, guys. They are the most embarrassing things that happen in class. And yeah, God, it really, making videos like this, as I said, really brings me back to the school memes, brings back some horrible school memories. Just obviously the worst parts, the most embarrassing parts. Oh, God. The other thing I remember doing is, because I was quite a quiet kid, I remember making a joke. I wouldn't speak very often, and when I did, I tried to make it funny. It wasn't funny. It was just the worst thing ever. I tried to make a joke once and nobody laughed, and everyone just sort of went, what? And I just remember crumpling up and wanting to die. Oh, yeah, some of the most embarrassing moments in my life, I think, do actually happen in school. Right, okay, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Let me know in the comments what is the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you in school. Before you go, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thank you so much. Take it easy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!